Hey CJ, so I wanted to respond back to your text and give you another option that I think you should really consider. So, responding back to your refinance that you're thinking about refinancing your home, I genuinely think that it is not the best time to do so if you do choose to go that route. Right now, the interest rates are too high to refinance and have really much a benefit of it. I would say that if you do choose to refinance, I think you should do it post elections, not being in any way politically biased, but typically when there's a Republican in office, there tends to be a better market. If Trump does win anytime during his term, otherwise, I really don't think you should do it right now or soon because it is just not the market to refinance. So I wanted to give you another option that I think it's probably might be one of your best options. If you are thinking about getting that passive income, then I think that if you do sell your home, I think you should invest that into one or two condos in Fort Lauderdale. So I ran through the numbers and I actually have a system. It's called AirDNA, and this system it gives me an approximation of what the average here actually I'll show you real quick. So here, if you were to rent your home in Miami Gardens, the annual revenue that you are seeing from other properties that are being rented, it's 31K, and this is annually. And so the ratings are not very good for Miami Gardens. So if you do choose to refinance and possibly make it into an Airbnb, you wouldn't really be profiting much from that property. Now, if you do sell it and you put that money into condos, I would suggest Fort Lauderdale because, again, so here in AirDNA, we go and we run through Fort Lauderdale, see how the rent market is doing in Fort Lauderdale, and we see that the annual revenue it's at $74,200. And so comparing that to Miami Gardens, it is well over a double of that price that you would be getting. So the rentability in Fort Lauderdale is much better. And here, if you do choose to do this from the price that you sell your home after you net, so here, let me show you after closing what you would net. So this is another system that I use, and it gives you an approximation. Again, it's an approximation and it's not exactly what you would be netting. It could be more, it could be less probably, but we're talking about netting $452,000 around that area. And this is considering some of the expenses at closing and such. And so if you put this amount of money and we go and look at condos in Fort Lauderdale, you can put all of that, what you would net directly into a condo, or you could put that and split it between two condos in Fort Lauderdale. So each condo would be approximately from 200 to 225, and that could make your return on investment a lot higher than if you were to do one. So if we look at condos in Fort Lauderdale, annual revenue about $74,000, and looking at some of the options, we do see that there are options from the 200 to 225,000, and they're pretty good. They're very well taken care of. The rentability, they have a hotel. It's a kind of hotel condo type of thing, where again the hotels they rent it out for you, but some of these hotels they do take 50%. There is other options where you can get a third party company to rent it out for you for 15% or somewhere there, but a lot less, and they do the same job at the end of the day, and probably even better, to be honest. In my opinion, I think it's the better way to go if you choose this route. But so they can put it out to rent for you, and this is approximately how much you would be making. And so if you do choose, here's pictures of some of the condos. For example, it's very well taken care of, very nice, very comfortable, the beds, everything. So you can choose to purchase one or two of these condos, and it's, in my opinion, is the better investment option to go with.